the Scarborough Fair. Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Remember me for the one who lives there. She once was a true love of mine. Hello, my name is Drew James and I teach free guitar lessons over at learnguitarinlondon.com, and I specialise in doing fingerstyle and acoustic lessons, and this one is no exception. This is Scarborough Fair by Simon and Garfunkel. Really great arrangement of a classic English folk song. So we're going to be learning how to do the picking. I'm going to be slowing it down for you. You can also get the tab for this for free just by joining the student area of my website. It just takes a name and an email address. I'll leave a link in the video now and a link in the video description, so at any point you can click on that and grab the tab. Let's start learning the song. To make the song like the record, you need to get a capo and put it on the 7th fret of the guitar, so you can see that there's a lot of my neck still showing there. So I'm quite high up with the capo. So get it capo, put it on the 7th, and then you're good to start some fingerstyles. So one thing to know about this song is that the song is in 3/4 time. Now what that means is that there is 3 beats or quarter beats to a bar. Now a lot of the time in this song we're doing this beat. We're going 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and just listen to the beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. So unlike a lot of most rock songs and folk and pop songs that are in 4/4, this one is in 3/4. So please bear that in mind when you're learning this. So hopefully you've got the tab in front of you so we can start learning it. This song is fingerstyle, so that means the thumb always plays the top 3 strings. The index finger plays the G string, the middle finger plays the B, and the ring finger plays the E. Eddie 8, Dynamite Goodbye, Eddie. Okay, so let's just have a look at the beginning. So what I want you to do to start with is I want you to get this idea of that this song is based around common chord shapes. So you've got a C chord here, which is 1st fret on the B string, 2nd fret on the D string, and ring finger on the 3rd fret on the A. And what I want you to do is I want you to move that chord shape up 2 frets. So you're on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th fret, obviously all in relation to the capo. It's not really that, but with the capo, this being fret nothing, 1, 2, 3. So 3, 4, and 5. So here you go here. And what I want you to do is I want you to hold those down, and I'd just like you to lift up the ring finger to start with, and that gives you your first chord, as you can see. Okay, so that's 3 and 4. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pick that chord. The pattern is thumb on the A string, ring finger on the bottom string, index finger on the G, thumb on the D string, middle finger on the B, then index finger on the G. So do make sure that you're using the right fingers on the right string. That's why I've got this other camera so you can see that. So get used to that pattern, because you're going to be doing that pattern a lot. So that's the first bar, based on a C shape, but without the ring finger moved up to the 3rd fret. Then I want you to complete the C shape, put the ring finger back, leave these 2 where they are, do the same fingerstyle pattern. So we've got these 2 bars, without the ring, with the ring, without, with. So just work on that. That in itself is a beautiful little guitar line. Okay, then I want you to move this whole thing that you've got here down to as far as you can go. So the index finger's on the 1st fret, middle finger's on the 2nd, ring finger's on the 3rd. And then you can lift up with these, but leave the ring finger there. So this is into bar 3 now. You go thumb by itself, then middle, index. So the thumb plays the A string, middle, index, and then with the middle finger that you've got spare, put that down on the 2nd fret on the A string and play that. So you're going from the beginning, good so far? Okay, let's just do it full speed. And then into bar 4. So you've got the same as bar 1. So you're from here back up to this shape. Okay, good. Now, moving down to the next shape, which is based on an A suspended second. It's not as hard as it sounds. Move your middle finger down to the 2nd fret on the D string and tuck your ring finger underneath on the 2nd fret also, but on the G string. That's your next chord. So what I'm doing is I'm doing thumb on the A, then ring finger on the bottom, then index finger, then thumb on the D, then middle, then on the D. So it's actually the same pattern as we've had before, but with a different chord. Okay, so from the chord before, bar 4. Okay, into bar 6, same as bar 1. Bar 7, same as bar 5. Okay, so that is pretty much our intro, and then the singing comes in. So let's just do from bar 1 to bar 7. Okay, now into bar 8, the same as bar 1. Pretty easy, right? So just back up to this, and then we start with the singing. Are you? Then same as bar 2, going to. Then bar 10, move down to the 3rd fret on the thickest string. This is based around a G chord. It's not really a G chord, but just 3rd fret on the thickest. Thumb on the thickest, middle, index, thumb on the D. And then with this index and middle finger spare, because you're using the ring finger on the 3rd fret, you're going to hold down the 1st fret on the B and the 2nd fret on the D, give them a pinch, thumb and middle, and then lift then the G string by itself. So it's... You can leave that down, you don't have to lift that up to do that last note. So it's a bit weird because the pattern's changing on the picking hand. Thumb, middle, index, thumb, pinch, index. So bar 9 to 10, it's... Okay, and then into bar 11, same as bar 1. And then bar 12, same as the A suspended chord with the same pattern. Bar 13, make a C chord. So ring finger up to the 3rd fret on the A string, index finger on the 1st fret on the B, and middle finger on the 2nd fret on the D. You're going to pick that C chord with the pattern that you now know. The bass note for a C is the A string. So thumb, ring, index, thumb on the D, middle, index. You're just doing it with a C chord. So from the bar before, A suspended, C. And then move that C chord up 3 frets to go back to the 1st chord in the song. Okay, then in bar 15, we've probably got the bar that you're going to need to focus practice the most, or at least one of them anyway. You do a C chord, so you're going to make your C and you're going to go thumb, ring finger on the bottom string and index, so they're making open strings. Then change to a D chord, 2nd fret on the D string, ring finger on the G string, ring finger on the 3rd fret on the B, and middle finger on the 2nd fret on the E, and then pinch, thumb on the D and ring, then index, then middle. Okay, so you've got so that half bar change can sometimes catch people out because they're used to holding for the full bar. This is from the bar before. And then bar 16 is the same as bar 1. Then A suspended with the normal pattern. Then bar 1. Bar 19 is A suspended but slightly different rhythm. It's really quite easy though. It's the same as normal. Thumb, ring, index, thumb on the D, then index, and just leave that for 1 beat. So that's 1 and 2 and 3. 1 and 2 and 3. And then moving into bar 20, you leave this shape down, this A suspended second. You're going to pick it, thumb, ring, index, thumb on the D, then you're going to go open on the A string, lift up the middle finger preempting to do the second fret on that string, on the A string. Then moving over to a C chord, ring finger up, middle finger down, index, thumb, ring, index, normal pattern, middle. Okay, so I'm going to go from bar 19 with the A suspended. Stay with your C chord into bar 22, pinch it, thumb on the A and ring finger, then index on the G, then change to this shape, middle finger on the second fret on the A string, pinky finger on the third fret on the B string, pinch those two strings, then open G, so you've gone, then first fret by itself on the B string and pinching on the A, so those two together, then open G. So every time open G is coming in there. So that's the one who lives there part. So now we're coming to bar 23, where third fret on the thickest string, thumb playing there, middle on the string, index, thumb on the D, and then we've got this 1 and 2 like we had earlier in the song. So that's index and middle whilst leaving this one held down preferably. Pinch those two strings, that's thumb and middle, then pinch them open. So bar 23 slowly. '22 and 23 go. Then into 24, put that index and middle down again on the first and second on the B and D string, pinch those two, then pinch them open, then put the thumb on the thickest string on the third fret and pinch that with the open G string. And then just one beat, so that means 1, 2, 3. And then you're into the first bar again. So here's bar 24 going into 25. And then bar 26, third fret on the thickest string, play that with your thumb, then open on the B, open on the G, then thumb on the open D, then open on the G. And then middle by itself. So it's all open strings after the thumb. And then pinch, so going into 27, pinching, open D and B string, and then that little loop means a hammer on. So you're going to pick and then you're going to hammer that first fret and second fret, that thing that we've had in the past. So that's called a hammer, where you slam your fingers in, bring your thumb a little lower than normal to hammer into the thumb, and then flick. So dig your calluses in and pull away, don't re-pick on this hand. So you see I'm not even using my picking hand. So this is how you do it. Then open G string. So that bar slowly is. So from the bar before, okay, and then into bar 28, same as bar 1. Then the A suspended second chord, same picking pattern. And then into bar 1. And at that point, you then just go round in a circle back to bar 8. Are you going to Scarborough Fair? Parsley, sage, rosemary and thyme. Remember me to the one who lives there. She was once a true friend of mine. Ignore the singing, but you get the idea. Have fun, keep on playing.